Well, I hope that the fourth time is the charm. This is the fourth time I've tried to get this video um, filmed today, and I imagine it's just because I'm out of habit, but I'll do my best to get it done. Today I'm sharing with you a Qatar 5 Riyals. This is Numismatic Notes with Benjamin, and I am Benjamin. Please subscribe, sign up, and comment on this video, my 120th, or any of my other video content. Let's get started. This note is a 5 Riyals. It measures 140 by 67.5 millimeters, and it was printed by the firm Delarue. It is predominantly green, although you can see places of purple and pinks over here and over here. And just a balanced, pleasing note. Some of the special inks are in like a gold or a green color, so all in all, it's a very, very balanced piece of art on a banknote. One of my favorite notes. This is called a Pick 29 by Standard Catalog of World Paper Money, and it's called a B216 by the Banknote Book, and various other pieces of information that I got on the subjects of the note were pulled off of Wikipedia and other books that I have in my library. Let's take a look. This is the face of the note, and it bears a lot of graphic design as well as the national arms of Qatar. And if you take a look either here or here, you can see a dhow, which is a local boat, a pair of palm trees, and the crossed swords that make up the national arms. There is also, on this particular note, over here to the left, a series of lines which make it easier for visually impaired people to distinguish this note from other notes in this particular series. There is also, unseen, but if you hold it up to the light, a solid security thread over here, and then over here, just to the right of center, you see a windowed security thread with demetallized QCB5, and the QCB stands for Qatar Central Bank. There are no cornerstone marks in the corners of this note, but in the center here you have a falcon. When you hold it up to the light, there's a lovely watermark of a falcon and an electrotype of the 5 in Arabic and the 5 in English right here in this windowed section. The striking thing about Notes of Qatar is the beautiful and balanced use of the graphic design. I've always enjoyed how, more so on countries with an Islamic heritage than others, the beautiful use of graphics on their banknote, and that is a plus for me for these Qatar notes. I want to turn the note over and we're going to look at the back of the note while you decide whether or not you want to subscribe to my channel and enjoy my other 120 videos. The back of this note is very impressive, and it depicts prominently the National Museum, Oryx, and a camel. Now, I'm going to go into a little bit more information because this National Museum building that you see right here is actually the former palace of Sheikh Abdullah bin Jassim Al Thani, I guess one of the first leaders of Qatar. And to go and visit this palace, you actually have to go visit the new central part of the National Museum. This building is completely in the middle of the complex, and I believe I believe they built the other building around it completely. So it's pretty innovative. The 3 Oryx that you see over here in the bottom left-hand corner are specifically the Arabian or the white Oryx, and they have a scientific name of Oryx leucoryx. It is the smallest member of its species, and it was extinct in the wild by the 1970s, but was successfully reintroduced into the wild by the 1980s. And when you view an oryx from the side, they have those impressive straight horns. It's easy to see that this may have been an animal that was the inspiration for the historical unicorn. That was interesting for me to discover. And right here we have a camel. This is a Camelus dromedarius. And you know it's an Arabian camel because it only has one hump, whereas the Bactrian camel has a couple. And it has been domesticated for thousands of years. In fact, you would be hard-pressed to find a wild camel anywhere in the world except Australia, of all places. Now, camels have been reported to be in colors similar to horses. You can find them in white, brown, black colors, and you can even find them in piebald coloring. So pretty interesting nonetheless. The balance of the reverse of the design is um, the graphic art that I enjoy so much on these Middle Eastern notes. But collectors of museums, palaces, wildlife such as oryx, horned beasts such as oryx, camels which are domesticated and wild will want to have this note for their collection. I hope that you would consider visiting, subscribing, and sharing my YouTube channel, Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. Ask questions, make suggestions, correct me, cuss me, discuss me, and let's figure out how to make some additional content that is of interest to people around the world. I am Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.